Telephone system presents Telephone Time.
Telephone Time with Dr. Frank Baxter.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? We all know the famous sea captains of old Salem in Massachusetts and how they sailed out to Cathay in the Indies and brought back fabulous cargoes in the holds of their ships. They were a proud lot, naturally. Can you imagine their reaction when a mere landsman, a desk man, a scholar, a man who couldn't sail 2 miles without getting seasick, told them they were going about the whole thing in the wrong way, that they were uninformed, that they were inefficient, and not a little absurd? And that's our story, the story of the man the Salem skippers called Arithmetic Sailor.
Oh, Captain Prince. I have the charts for your voyage over here. There's no need to discuss crossing the Atlantic, but under no circumstances are you to try to beat your way into the seasonal winds in here. You will lay over at Mauritius, await the shift in the monsoon, and
Papers for the Astrea, sir.
put them there. Before you start the return voyage to Salem, you will await the reverse shift in Manila.
Wait.
Nat, I don't
If
think
you
that...
navigator, sail the Astrea precisely by the sun and stars instead of blundering about the seas, then you can sail into the monsoon and save a year on the voyage.
And lose my ship, like Captain Walton.
Captain Walton lost his ship on the rocks because the figures were inaccurate.
He lost his ship and the lives of 12 men from Salem because he listened to you.
That is not so.
I will not argue with you, Mr. Bowditch. Good men have died, and you persist in trying to prove this poppycock.
Mathematics is not poppycock. I can prove by arithmetic that...
For the last time, confine your arithmetic to these papers.
But I tell you, Mr.
You
Darby,
will tell me nothing, sir. You will keep your work to the columns in my ledgers, or you will be sacked. And this time, my niece won't save
But if
you.
you'll only listen to me,
I will not listen to your nonsense.
The
I will not...
nonsense, sir, is yours.
You are discharged. Do you understand? Discharged. Clear out! Out!
So I've played the fool, Elizabeth. An idiot, that's what I am.
You are not. My uncle is the idiot. I'm glad you lost your position, Nathaniel.
Glad?
Yes, glad. If you're right, then you must prove you're right.
Prove it how?
By sailing a ship your way, with figures, with arithmetic, and force them to see it. And once you show them that, oh, I know...
But I have.
Well, then do it again.
Of course. Of course, you're right. Oh, Elizabeth. Henry, thank heavens it's you. I can never find you when I need you.
They told me you were looking for me all over town. You know, I've got a ship to get ready for a long voyage.
I don't care. You've got to do it for me, Henry.
Take it easy, Nat. Everything's going to be all right. I've fixed it with Derby. You've got your job back.
I don't want that job.
Are you crazy?
Henry, when do you sail?
Week, 10 days.
You've got to get me on that ship.
What again? Nobody can stay seasick 3 years. Nat, you can't stand it.
Henry, you don't know what I can stand. I need some practical proof, and I've got to go to sea to get it.
And practice on my ship. Where do I end up? On a reef?
You won't. You won't lose your ship.
Others have, sailing your way.
It's these tables. They're full of mistakes.
But those are Moors. They're the best.
I tell you, it's a collection of errors.
Then your problem is to make a new book of tables. Mine is to keep my ship off the rocks.
The problems are not unrelated.
You don't know how easy it is to lose a ship.
What got you across the Atlantic so fast last year?
We were on the open seas where we could pile on the canvas.
You know better. We made that record because I did the navigating. You came in a straight line for the first time in your life. And you're the great Captain Prince, and I'm still a laughingstock. Henry, you owe it to me. Don't you understand? I've got to go on that voyage. Sign me on as supercargo, anything, but I must make that trip.
The second mate does the paperwork.
All right, so I'll be a second mate.
What do I tell Derby? It's his ship.
Don't tell him. Henry, I'll get you to Manila and back against the monsoon in under a year. Would you dare it for that?
I dare the devil himself for the profits of such a voyage.
Yes, and I'm going to navigate the whole voyage by calculation.
Oh, but Nat, what will my uncle say?
Mr. Derby won't know.
Oh, but the voyage, will you be able to stand it? You know how sick you...
I'll be fine. We'll be back in 12 months.
12 months?
Why should it take longer? When I get back, I'll have some money. Elizabeth, I'm in business. Prince is letting me trade on my own. Do you understand what that means? I'll be able to tell your uncle that we can...
Yes, Nat.
Want a drink, Nat?
I hope his charts sail better than he does.
Mr. Bullock, we signed him on for his navigating, not his stomach.
Aye, sir.
Very much obliged to you, Captain Norton. Mr. Derby will be very pleased to get this news.
No trouble at all, sir. I will say I'll be mighty glad to be homeward bound. I don't envy you, gentlemen, your 4 months layover in this heat.
Mr. Bullock, lower a boat for Captain Norton.
Aye, aye, sir.
Any personal messages, gentlemen?
None, sir. We expect to be home in a few months.
Months? You're going to the Philippines.
Correct, sir. We weigh anchor in the morning.
But you can't sail against the monsoon.
We intend to try.
By calculation.
We'll be away by dawn, Captain.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Bullock, beginning immediately, I want all hands on standby watches.
The whole crew?
They might as well get used to it. We'll be tacking constantly in close waters, and they'll have to look lively on the sails.
Captain, God reverses his winds twice yearly to blow mariners to safety.
So he does.
Then why flout his own wishes? Why not wait for the wind to shift?
I did not ask for your advice, sir. We'll trust to the stars and Mr. Bowditch's mathematics.
I do not trust that seasick bookworm to navigate this ship.
Your opinion is unnecessary, Mr. Bullock.
Land ho!
Let's hope it's job ahead.
It is.
Yes, but the last news was the word from Captain Norton.
I know, Uncle Elias, but she'll be in soon. I know it.
They say the Astrea won't see Salem again.
They say, who's saying it? Who?
It's all over town.
It's rumors. There are always rumors.
The town's in a temper, I tell you.
And when isn't Salem in a temper?
Bowditch, I tell you, girl, he's brought my business to the brink of ruin.
Is it ruin to take a ship to Manila and back in a year?
And is the ship merely a device to prove a simpleton's theories? There are men on it, men with families who want to come back. With God's will and on God's wind.
Nathaniel will bring them back.
He will he? With what? Blind luck? Or because Prince is a sailor and knows ships and canvas?
No, because of neither. Because of Nathaniel, that's why. Because of Nathaniel's arithmetic.
Sound like a fool. This seasick clerk has you talking like him.
This voyage will show Salem. They'll know.
And if by some miracle the Astrea should complete this insane voyage, are you going to try to tell me your Mr. Bowditch did it?
I'll tell you and Salem.
And I'll not believe it, nor will they. I know and they know the sea and the wind. I know and they know that if this idiocy escapes disaster, it will be because of Salem's seamanship, and only that.
In 24 hours. That close to a reef. Where is this ship, sir?
It's on the chart.
Dots on a piece of paper. They don't convince me any more than they've convinced the men you've been teaching. They don't want your teaching and I don't want your methods.
Henry, I can tell you exactly where we are.
No, I've had enough. I do not intend to lose this vessel, sir. In the morning we reverse our course, sail south with the wind.
But we'll be in Manila in another month.
Another month. Another month of this?
Captain Prince!
Mr. Bullock?
This man will drown us all.
Why aren't you on deck, sir?
We speak for the crew. Turn back, Captain.
I give the orders on this ship. On deck, all of you.
We'll sail this ship without canvas, Captain. But not with no Arithmetic Sailor for navigator.
You'll get back on deck where you belong. I'll sail this ship where and when I want to.
Will you now, Captain? We have our rights as seamen. We demand you turn south.
Demand, do you? I'll see you hanged first. This is mutiny.
Call it whatever you want, but you'll head south.
There won't be any mutiny. And this ship will not turn back. You see, I'm the only man on board who knows where we are. You can get out of here only by precise navigation. And I will not take this ship south.
If you want to know why I'm standing here, the reason why is I've been asked to tell you about having convenient phones around your house. You've probably heard about them. You've seen the ads anyway. And they're a big deal with the phone company. And the ads usually say something like, today's home planners want convenient phones around the home. Like as if all anybody ever did was to phone all the time. It kills me. How it is with our family, if you happen to be interested. We must have about 100 phones around the place. No kidding. We didn't used to. We used to have just this one phone in the hall. Then one day Mom read one of those ads I was telling you about. Said, why not? Boy, sometimes she kills me. So look what happened. Pretty soon this good-looking guy from the telephone company came and put in these new color phones. And, well, they're real sharp. Well, I can hear. In the first place, my parents are very sound sleepers for parents. Of course, they'd probably hit the roof if they knew I told you. And what I mean is, this phone's pretty terrific for them. Why, they don't have to move practically to make a call. This is old Peg's phone. She's my sister. Old Peg can frequently be pretty charming, especially on the telephone. I mean, if you could only hear her on the phone, you'd swear she was the most charming sister in the whole world. She uses this phone like crazy. She kills me. Of course, I don't say I don't use my phone just as much. Only trouble is, on the telephone, I exaggerate something awful. Well, like if somebody asks me what I'm doing tonight, I'm liable to tell them I'm going to Africa. It's terrible. If you really want to know, I've never been out of the state. Well, that's all I'm going to tell you about convenient phones. In the first place, you can see for yourself. They're pretty terrific. And in the second place, you should get some yourself. You really should.
Against the winds, the ship edged toward the Indies, but it was a rebellious crew that scurried up the masts, never knowing where the ship was heading, furious that a seasick navigator peered over his sextant at the moon and the stars, assuring them that the route was to the Philippines. They wouldn't believe it. They couldn't. But there was Luzon.
First ship to sail east to Manila. 6 months and 7 days. It seemed like 6 years and 7 months. Here's to you, Nat, and to your straight line.
So Nathaniel Bowditch had proved his point. He sailed them back to Salem in a straight line, sure of his reception.
To the crew of the Astria, and to Captain Prince, who by Salem seamanship and the grace of God sailed east to the Philippines.
The Salem Aye! But I hear that Captain Prince himself gives credit to Bowditch.
Bowditch!
Said he's navigated into a monsoon, and one night he called job ahead with no moon to see by. Come morning, there lay job ahead.
Him with his dots and his figures. Oh, don't make me laugh. Why, he was seasick from the time we weighed anchor to the time we docked here today. He laid in his cabin, too sick to fill out his manifest, and him claiming credit. Is it the truth, lads? It was seamanship and prayers and a record wind and a stout Salem ship, that's what it was. And Salem ships don't sail by books, do they, lads? No. Well, to Salem seamanship. There he is. Bring him here. The hero. A toast, man, a toast. To the man who taught us to sail. To Nathaniel Bowditch. King of the seven seas. Son of Neptune. The Arithmetic Sailor.
Did you see Derby? I see.
Nat, it'll all blow over.
Will it?
They won't listen, Nat. They won't believe.
But you know, Captain Prince. Why don't you convince them? You could, you know.
I tried to tell them, Nat. I can't fight the whole town.
Did you argue? Did you argue very hard, Henry, did you? Or did you smile modestly at the praise for your seamanship? No, of course not. Have Salem think you're crazy, too? Why did you come here?
You didn't come to see me, Nat.
I've been busy. Salem has a new clown.
I didn't come here to talk about that.
They think I'm crazy. Even the children. Salem's full of hate for me.
I'm proud of you, Nat. And I love you.
They were married. They were granted just 4 months.
Four months. Just 4 months.
Why don't you take that mathematics chair at Harvard, Nat? Move to Cambridge.
No.
You might be happier.
How could I be happier anywhere than I've been in Salem? But you didn't ask me to talk about that.
No. I've bought the Putnam
I know.
for a pepper voyage to Sumatra. Will you sail on her?
Why me?
Our contract calls for us to deliver the cargo by spring.
Time is running short on you, Henry?
She took over long to fit.
I heard. So now you're in trouble.
Yes.
I see, and you need a fast voyage.
Yes.
And you think you can get it with accurate navigation.
Yes.
Well, well. Henry Prince, the big ship owner. Now that Derby's dead, I hear you're Salem's nabob. Am I supposed to worry if you lose your shirt?
No, Nat, you're not. But everything I own is in the Putnam.
Why don't you take the Putnam to Sumatra?
I'm a sick man, Nat.
Could you get her there in time, Henry? Could you?
No.
So now you're asking me.
Yes.
I've waited a long, long time. Oh, how I've waited. But somehow it doesn't taste quite like I thought it would. We must be getting older, Henry. Revenge is for the young. Oh, well. What's your offer, Henry?
It's up to you, Nat.
Give me a full quarter share, send me out as master, and I'll take the ship.
Get her to sea, Nat. It's a long way to Sumatra, even in a straight line.
It was a northwester, howling with wind, frozen with sleet, that welcomed the Putnam back to the Atlantic shore. And no sensible master would bring a ship into port on a night like this.
Come in. Come in!
There's a rumor Bowditch has been seen. The whole town's looking for him.
So I have heard, Mr. Gray.
It means he's lost our ship.
We'd have heard if the ship...
Allen is right. He's lost the Putnam. And now he sneaks back into town like a thief. Prepared with his excuse, I'll wager.
Maybe so, gentlemen.
But our ship wasn't due for 2 months.
Mr. Bowditch may have made very good time. Even better than we dreamed.
But how the devil did he get here? He couldn't bring our ship into port tonight, not in this storm.
Perhaps he did, Mr. Allen. Perhaps he did.
Perhaps? What do you mean, perhaps? I told you the man was not to be trusted.
Gentlemen, if he's here, I know where to find him.
Hello, Henry.
Good to see you, Nat.
But the Putnam, where is our ship, sir? Safe and snug at Derby Wharf.
You brought her into the harbor tonight. Nat, I'm proud you took the chance.
It wasn't much of a chance, Henry. I had very good observation until the gale closed in. I was lucky. I caught a glimpse of Baker Light as we worked up the channel. It was really just a problem in arithmetic.
Well, his name was Nathaniel Bowditch. And because of him, Bowditch became the name of a thing as well as a man. And after this announcement, I'd like to tell you about it.
Here's one way your telephone can make a happy occasion even happier. For the entire family.
Happy birthday, Grandma! Hi, Mother. Happy birthday, dear.
And the miles between you vanish as the cheery sound of familiar voices brings you all together again. Yes, with a phone call, all the family can share a happy occasion. Get together the quick, pleasant way, by telephone.
If you ask a seagoing gentleman for the American Practical Navigator, he'll probably hesitate a moment. But if you ask for Bowditch, he knows exactly what you mean. This is an eternal bestseller. It's now in its 66th American edition. For over 150 years, this book has helped guide all the ships of the world into all the oceans and under all the flags of the nations. No wonder that once the Salem Marine Society proudly said, as long as ships sail, as long as the needle points north, as long as the stars continue in their courses, the name of Bowditch will be revered. Now let me tell you something about the story for next week. It started at a sorority dance, and it ended when Walter Winchell told the climax of the story. And in between, a man named Hoagie Carmichael wrote a beautiful melody and gave a woman her greatest moment of happiness when together they listened to a song called I Get Along Without You Very Well. And until it's time for that story, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.
Join us for telephone time next week. Until then, we remain sincerely yours, the Bell Telephone System.